Welcome to Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, coming at you from really, really, really extraordinarily hot Phnom Penh today. It was a hot-ass morning today. Dice, Nerds, and Nagas, the rootinest, tootinest D&D podcast this side of the old Mississippi.
You say that only because I say here.
What?
We're Texan, yo.
Okay, well, I just...
You can't be the rootinest or the tootinest without Texan.
Without Texan. Well, there you go. So I think this qualifies us to be the rootinest, tootinest D&D party this side of the old Mississippi, which is the Mississippi River. Fun fact.
Is there a new Mississippi?
To clarify... Oh, never mind.
Okay, so where we left off last time, after much deliberation and chit-chatting and getting to know all the wacky characters in the inn, our heroes have... This is a little loud, I think.
Yeah.
It's not that triumphant of a moment.
Yeah, it was like on the moment we said.
No, so our heroes had decided to go into the Underdark, near a well-known, deep-known village of Snurfluffen.
Snurfluffen?
Yes. But when they walked through the portal to Snurfluffen, what they saw was carnage instead of a happy village of little gray gnomes. Kunla's guardians, two heavily armored, powerful warriors that served him in Waterdeep, are in the Underdark. They slew the village of deep gnomes, and now accuse the party, the three party members specifically, of dishonesty, basically, of not honoring their contract. Some of the charges they levied, basically, was, trying to pray to Lathandor to get out of the deal, like the very day that you made the deal. Trying to give the witches information.
I didn't do it.
Both there.
You were there
Of trying to come up with various schemes to just knock people unconscious, or, we'll let you guys do the killing.
Dropping us.
You sold your soul to a god. They're going to make sure that the deal is being followed through, and Kunla feels that it hasn't been followed through.
I can think of one way to follow through right now.
What was that one thing that Feather Marshal said to me?
These are right now? These are Kunla's guardians.
How far did you say they were?
How
far?
Oh, about 100 feet back, I suppose.
100 feet back.
Yeah.
One second, I gotta pull up my thing.
100 feet back? Alright.
One moment. Damn.
So we figured out, before, just because I don't understand feet. 100 feet would be 30 meters?
Roughly.
Yeah?
33-ish meters?
Yeah.
Something like that? I don't know. Yeah, roughly that.
Okay.
I say, I only agreed to what Kunla said to stop the plague.
Fair enough,
I can't
then.
speak for these two. I look at them, the girls.
While you're talking, Akul starts walking towards them.
I'm also walking because I have that held action of Sacred Flame as soon as I get within 60 feet of it.
Alright, well, talking's a free action, though, so they're gonna jabber on for him.
What happened to this village? Did you do this?
We did.
Why?
A small gift to Kunla. Now, we are here only to give a message, though. If the deal is off, then the plague will continue. And it will not be contained to the walled city. It will be all of Waterdeep. These are acceptable terms to you?
I would like to summon the spiritual weapon.
Hold on, does that mean, can you just...
Hold on, he does what he wants to.
Can I just ask you, if that means, does that mean then our soul is our own?
The deal will be broken. Your soul will go back to its natural state, I suppose.
Will that make you guys happy?
I am summoning the spiritual weapon and I'm
I'm
fire
walking
one
at
of
them.
Can you answer me while you're walking and while you're somewhere?
Yeah.
That make you guys happy? Asking you a question, straight question.
So your friends seem to intend to attack us. Is this
It does seem that way.
They don't.
tiresome? Okay, initiative then, for you and them.
I'm not attacking anybody yet.
I'm waiting for somebody to get within 60 feet of me.
Advantage,
4 and
and I
4.
haven't. I have
You
a
roll 4
7.
I am,
and 4.
did.
I want to attack straight away as soon as somebody hits something as well. So I roll off.
Be in the next round.
Pixel.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh man, that's so silly. It's a 7.
Just curious though, so you guys heard me, there's no answer. Will that make you happy, us getting our souls back and then the plague starting again in Waterdeep?
That's what you wanted, right?
I'm more interested in taking
Curious
out these
question.
people that have destroyed an entire village of innocent people
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, so that's what they want.
I'm just saying, there's another.
Okay, what'd you guys
city
roll
that's
for your
gonna
initiative
fall.
rolls?
7.
7. Okay.
No, in general, religious people aren't very,
All right. What'd you get, Akul?
17.
17.
in my experience.
But I
Martin was very
I take the
confused.
no answer
I didn't do
as
anything.
yes.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
I'm
kill
just
these
gonna stand here.
Okay.
I have a ready to action
Standing
for Sacred Flame, but it's a 60-foot radius and they're 100 feet away. So I'm gonna wait.
All right. So you're 100 feet away. What do you do?
Well, I already said I started walking to them, so...
Okay. Well, they talked for like a little bit. I was gonna say it starts. Anyways, not very stealthy or anything. It's very obvious what's going on. So.
Yeah. I assume there is something in the way, it's not just flat terrain.
No, it's pretty flat, open cavern that this village is in.
So there's nothing in the way, it's just flat open terrain?
Yeah, think of it just kind of as a flat area. Behind them is the village, but it's a bit of open space before you would hit the cavern walls or the door.
Okay.
They've given you an ultimatum here. What would you like to do?
You asking us that?
Yes.
You didn't
Jessup,
answer my question.
yeah, you didn't answer his question.
That's what you want. You want to cancel our deal. All the people in Waterdeep are going to get plagued again, but we get our souls back. Just a yes or no. I just want to know, so we attack.
I want to attack these people.
Okay.
But are you
So you're
willing to
saying
live with the
you want to
consequences?
get our
Yeah,
souls back,
are you
yeah.
willing to live the consequences? Are you willing to give
Yeah,
up
but do
our
yourself.
souls? Are you willing to give up our souls to save a city? Or do you want us to have our souls back and fuck the city? That's
fuck-
the question.
The larger city, because
the
it won't
entire
just
city.
be...
Thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people for my measly fucking soul.
But
My main
worse,
concern
just
right
for
now
those
is these
few.
people that they've
That's
just killed.
what
So
you
yes,
need.
the answer is yes. Then.
Yes.
That's yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to fight them.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, I am. Up to you.
I mean, I'm just saying, we can choose not to. The
I
deal
don't-
would
I
still
don't-
exist.
I want to fight them. I just wanted to know that they know exactly what they're doing, trying to get through their, what to me is addled religious brain, because they're just following one
This
path.
Nice, so Akul's up first
I don't say
then.
that out loud to you guys,
Yeah.
obviously. But,
You know, because like if we don't fight, we would still have
The deal.
the deal. They could fight, we could not. This is like a
but that's okay.
This is a
win-win-win-win.
sidebar.
I'm waiting for them to make the
Yeah,
choice.
it's like-
I'm waiting for them to make the choice.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'm following
I'm
that.
saying, do we have to follow that choice? Is what I'm saying.
You don't have to. I
I'm
do.
asking if you do.
I do, yeah. I'm not going to let them fight and die with me standing right here. That's not happening.
I wouldn't want them to die.
I was like, well,
I walk 30 feet and cast Chill Touch.
Right? Do I have to roll anything, or is it just a...
No.
As far as just the rationale, somebody's in front of me, they've just killed a whole bunch of innocent people.
15.
That's what I'm thinking about right
Which one are you trying to attack? I guess I should have clarified the differences between them first. Let's say they're standing pretty close to each other, maybe 10 feet distance between them. There is one wielding a large, wicked, sort of bronze, polished black, though, not describing all, just a huge, wicked-looking battle axe and a large shield that looks like it's perhaps cut out of lava rock or something. Super heavily armored. Both of them are. The other one wields a staff and a longsword hanging at its hip.
Okay. I guess I will.
Wields the staff and the longsword.
Staff in one hand's free,
Okay, and the longsword's on.
and the longsword's on this side, the same side.
I guess I'm gonna go for the one wielding the staff and the short sword.
Aye? So, what do oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Short touch.
Let's see. And you said you got 15?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
And then I will. That's a ranged spell attack, yeah. Where's the other one?
It's a full action, right?
Yeah. And then with bonus action, I'm going to. What do they call it? Fucking hell. It's my divine thingy.
Vow of enmity.
Yeah,
Vow of
there we go.
enmity.
Vow of enmity. On the big one.
Aye. So does it have to do a save or anything, or
No, it's.
just means that you get advantage attacking him, I believe?
Vow of enmity.
To the book. I overshot it.
At the end
No,
of the
I can't do it.
round,
He's not close
I'd like
enough.
to join.
He's not close enough.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the round, I'd like to join.
So I'll have to wait.
Alright. Okay, next up is the wizard that you just chill touched. Let's see, he's going to... Let's see, I would say... So you move 30 feet? So you're 30 feet away from everyone else then.
Yeah.
From us, yeah.
Let's see. What is this one? Let me look up what the spell effect is.
Battle, guys. It's a battle. It's gonna be dice rolling.
Okay, so he simply uses his free hand and points a finger at you, and this arc of dark energy strikes you in the chest, and you just feel this negative sort of necrosis coursing through your body. I'll need a Constitution saving throw.
Is that necrotic damage?
Let me take a.
Because
Let's see. Yes.
To that.
What?
I'm resistant to that.
Okay.
You said a con check, yes?
Oh, you can't see.
11.
11. Okay, so you do take the full brunt of the attack. Luckily, it is necrotic damage, so that'll be halved. 5, 6, 7.
Just an aside,
That's enough now.
what did you think would happen regardless of we attack them or not? Like, how are you gonna work your way out of that?
Can help.
You
Down
did go
to
to the
finishes.
I do.
Have to wait and see.
Okay, so that is 37 plus 30. Well, it's all necrotic, though, luckily. So that'll be halved to... Alright, just 32 damage.
32 damage. Halved to 32. Nice.
And he's sort of... you can tell there's a disappointed grunt comes from his... from behind his bronze face mask.
Ah, fuck, that didn't work.
Words, but you should be more sure about it.
Let's see.
And they're still 70 feet away from you.
So
100 feet
it
away.
is a good thing then that the cult of the void in the city is looking for them. And you did call that crusade. So.
Sorry, +5.
Plus 5?
Yeah, 5 more.
Oh, okay.
forgot there was a wizard feature for evocation wizards.
Okay.
It should be like
Right, and then it goes to the second one. He rushes forward toward Akul. Let's see, you moved 30 feet up only?
Yeah.
So his speed is only 30 still. So he's just going to move up and, well, he'll just move up 30 feet as well, and then take kind of a defensive stance.
So then there's still 40 feet between us. It's just
Yes.
They're 100 feet away. Okay.
Right, and then goes to Jessup.
okay. So that one moved up 30 feet. So that's 30 feet. So I will move 10 feet forward, and I will summon my spiritual weapon right by the one that moved 30 feet because it's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
I'm summoning at second level, so Jester's body starts glowing with this green-ish sort of energy. It's the same color as his eyes, and there is it actually is the spiritual weapon just looks like a big wolf,
Alright.
and I will attack with that. God damn it! That's a 16.
16 will miss.
Alright, that's fine. And then I will use, so that was a bonus action, and I will use my action to fire off 2 arrows at the guy. That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a 2, both of them miss.
And that I'm not one of those DMs that says, oh, natural 1, that means your level 11 character shoots himself in the foot all of a sudden.
Alright,
My spirit.
so
Never been a
the
fan of
spiritual
that.
weapon is up there. Alright, that's done. And I will switch to my swords for the next round.
Alright, it goes, well, are you guys going to join in then?
Yeah.
Alright, so roll some initiatives, the other 3 of yous.
9.
22.
Alright,
Whoosh.
7.
7.
It's good. I need time to think.
Mark, would you mind reaching up and getting that green bag for me up there? Or Ben?
Green bag.
Done.
Oh, behind.
Thank you.
Okay,
Nice.
so, let's see. And you got 22?
Yeah.
So,
We're not quite on the ship right now. This is very piratey battle
I-
music, but it's fine.
Alright, so, Feathermarsh, you'll go first then.
Dirty.
You're at the top.
Question, I haven't written it down on my new sheet, but my Spear of the Sun and Moon, 1d6 to cold-blooded and giants.
Yes.
So these, I would get.
I would actually say it's a D8 now.
Ah, cool.
It's probably upgraded as you've leveled up.
Nice. I was actually going to ask you about that. Cool. Okay. So I run 40 feet
Alright?
forwards, teleport 60 feet,
Alright?
and come down, fucking Troy style, with my spear into the wizard.
Alright?
He was 100 feet away. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so the fighter's going to use his protection style to grant disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, but then it cancels out.
And then so it cancels out the
Okay,
advantage.
that's fair enough.
And that's his reaction, so he can't react to anything else.
Damn it! 17?
17 hits?
Awesome. That's first hit. There's all my 8s at, so that's 2d8.
Where's my 8 then?
8 plus 5, that's 13 damage.
13?
And then another hit. My second attack. Oh, 28.
What was the first one, 13?
Yes, 13 damage. Then 9 damage.
And 9. Alright.
Yeah. And then I take 10 feet away from the wizard. I back off onto the other side of him, away from the fighter.
Okay. Alright, so then it goes to Akul.
Okay. So I'm going to move another 30 feet.
Okay.
Then I'm going to Misty Step next to that
Okay.
warrior dude. And then I will make my vow of... Oh, I can't. There's a Misty Step.
Didn't you read
No, I have to reach next to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So move, Misty Step.
And then just smack him.
Hi. be 24 hits.
Okay.
Forgot the main reason why I went up and hit that one.
Stunning strike.
That's what you must do. I was so excited about the extra
Well,
1d8.
17.
17 damage, okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna.
I did. I used my powers.
Okay.
Alright, then it goes to the wizard, who is now, 10 feet from you. Let's see.
Definitely not stunned. But
Not stunned, no. Trying to think if anyone is close to you. But I don't think so. Not really.
Other side, that was it.
You're a bit fur away. Fur away.
I'd say I'm about 35 feet from the wizard.
Both of them have moved closer to us now, right?
No, wizard hasn't.
The wizard hasn't moved at all. Let's see.
This is going to be.
So he's going to. He makes a similar gesture toward you, and the black necrotic energy rushes through your body now. It's a Constitution save.
There's not poison. Right?
Well, what's your lowest one? Let's just make that the save.
Charisma. Okay. 21.
21. So half damage. Let's see. That's
How many ones, man?
4 damage.
1-1.
That's 11.
2, 3.
Nice. So that would be let's see, 15, so that'd be 40 damage. Even. Love it when it's a nice even number. One of those sloppy odd numbers that everyone hates. And I think he'll go ahead and rush forward and just do a staff thwack on your head.
Is that the fighter now? Still the wizard?
Oh wait, no, that's the wizard. Yeah, you can't do that. Never mind, that's 2 actions. Wizards don't get a lot of bonus actions, really.
I remember when we were all a party of wizard and we were like, what do we do? I don't know. You can't do anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
Question,
can't
if
do
he
that.
moves out of the threat range of my spiritual weapon, do I get an attack advantage?
No. I don't think so.
Let me look up spiritual weapon real quick.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I have no idea.
No, you're controlling
It doesn't say anything about it.
It's not you.
When you create a flowing special weapon, it lasts for the duration. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack. It takes force damage. The bonus action, you can move the weapon and repeat the attack against a creature.
Okay, opportunity attack specifically says out of your threat.
Yeah, no, it's not going to give you opportunity attacks.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Technically, that is your threat.
I think hypothetically you could do it as your reaction.
Oh, it is a melee
For
attack
yourself
as well. It is a
instead
melee
of
attack.
yourself.
That's a bonus action.
It's a spell attack.
Yeah, it's a
Cool.
spell attack.
Right, so then it goes to the fighter, actually. I just realized, so I should have been continuing to do things. So he's going to make just kind of grunts in pain, as your weapon clanks against his shield and his armor, cutting some gashes in. But he returns with just a vicious salvo of attacks from his battle axe. And what is your armor class?
17.
So hits. Okay, that is. Yeah. What was it again?
17.
17. Okay, so yep, that is 4 hits.
4. Ouch.
Let's see there.
Attacks and numbers.
Okay, so that's
I'm waiting for the damage. Assuming it will be at least there.
I have a couple of options and I don't know which way to go about it.
Potion.
okay, so that'll be 50 damage.
Okay.
Potion's bonus action.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know which way to go.
We have
And
Everybody
Wait.
should have potions.
Where are they in relation to me?
You You guys have strength potions as well.
We do.
Right, and that'll be it. I think he'll just hit you, and he'll hold his ground.
Okay.
You should have one.
Okay, so and it goes to Zenbrix.
Because when we bought them,
So what you can see is
we bought all of them.
Feather Marshal is fighting with the wizard, kind of at a distance from each other, but he just got hit with a spell.
so I got, like, 3.
Akul is dueling with the fighting Saurian warrior.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What would you roll for your initiative?
I think the Saurian, he's
Okay, so I'll-
70 feet away, right?
What?
The fighter is 70 feet away, and the wizard's 100 feet away?
But you said
Wait, you said the wizard came forward.
Not the wizard.
No.
No, that was the fighter.
to hit him on the head.
No, but he couldn't. I forgot. I was trying to do
Anyway,
two
On the other
actions.
side of the wizard, so if he did, he went further away from you
okay.
guys.
Darn, I was really hoping that they'd just be like...
Wizard saw exactly where he was when we started, so 100 feet away from you guys.
Oh, okay.
And the
And
fighter's
my
like
spiritual weapon
70
is by
feet.
the fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
Okay,
confused.
so
I need a map for this one.
I walk 30 feet forward.
Very peaceful little 30-foot
Oh,
stroll.
25, sorry. I moved 25 feet forward.
Cheater!
It's enough.
Chicken legs.
I take off my bag, my backpack, that has my health potions and all those sort of things in. I call out to the wizard and the fighter. As I call out to them, I pull the necklace of Lathander off and I say, I will pledge myself fully to Kunla if you'll come with me. And I throw it in the ground, onto the ground, and I say, will you come with me?
Who are you talking to? Fine.
To the
Fighter
and the wizard. Alright. Let's see, the wizard doesn't want to turn around and leave his back to Feather Marshal. The fighter sort of pushes back on Akul a little bit and says, "Your companions are the ones attacking us."
I know, but I will take you to safety, and I will completely 100% give myself to Kunla. As long as we go back to the original deal of everyone in Waterdeep is safe, we leave my companions here. I will go with you.
I would accept that, and my companion would as well.
Very well, prepare to be picked up. I roll shape into a giant eagle, and I fly, and I pick up in one talon the
Huh?
fighter, and in the other talon the wizard.
Alright, can it carry two people like that?
It's pretty big.
Probably like one action to pick up one.
Okay, well I could do that, I suppose.
I mean, it's pretty cinematic though, I'd say. Yeah, be kind of lame to be like, okay, I pick one up. Let's wait, 20 in-game minutes for me to pick up the next one, or 20 out-of-game minutes to pick up the next one. So fine, you can pick one of them up, and then you swoop by the wizard, leaves his free hand up, and you're free to grab it.
They would have probably attacks.
I guess yeah, they would get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. If they want to take it.
If you fly within 5 feet of us, I suppose. Not within 5 feet of me. So they say you are.
Yeah, you were 10 feet away,
Last 10 feet.
Oh, you're attacking.
so I guess you would get an opportunity attack.
He was next to the fighter.
If you wanted to.
I'll take one against the fighter, not against you.
All right.
Okay.
I definitely want to do something before she's out of my range. In my round.
13 and
My
20.
turn.
No, it doesn't. No, he says, that one almost scratched you, barbarian.
20 doesn't hit.
Profligate.
The 24 hit. 22.
And they make their way. So you're kind of circling the cavern. It's not a lot of areas for such a large creature to escape from. It's covered in thin cracks in the wall, only 2 to 3 feet wide in most cases.
There has to be like a path leading out somewhere from this town to the next, heading to Moons of Barons or something?
Well, the cracks are the paths.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a time where I'm within 60 feet of her and
I would say.
in my round?
What?
In my round? When it's my turn.
I think it's Martin next, right?
Yeah, it's mine.
Actually, Jessup would be next.
Hey.
Because you have, or who has higher
I have
dexterity?
7. Oh no, you have higher dexterity for sure.
Yeah, so I think,
I have a +0 for my initiative.
My dex is 16.
so yeah, you would go, and then Martin would go last. So, you're picking them up, they're flying, and you're able to find, I guess, a rocky outcropping near the vaulted ceiling of the
What's
cavern.
your fly speed?
80.
80. Okay, that's still within range of my bows.
Yeah, sure, it's not very nice.
Are you trying to let it get away, though, cinematically?
What? Oh, no, you guys can, I guess, chase after him if you want. Like, that's fair game. You guys still have, agency to do that. But let's say you've seen the ledge, but it'll take one round to get there.
Okay.
It's 61 feet high. Someone lift me up and then I'll...
Oh man, this stuff I want to do, I can't do.
So, it's Jessup's turn.
No, it's my turn.
Basically, that's the situation. It's pretty clear. There's a large eagle carrying the 2 armored figures away from you guys at a quick speed. Though maybe perhaps a bit slowed down from
Yeah.
the heavy cargo.
Not
Heavy,
nearly as fast as me. In any direction.
I think Jessica's going to put his blades away.
I had something planned that I cannot do now.
And he's going back through the door to the doors.
Alright, full turnaround back inside. Oh, back already.
You should take my bag. It has lots of health potions in it.
Need a drink? You look a little worse for wear. Must have been the fastest trip to the Underdark. Oh, the fun we have here.
I cast Sending.
I'm just going to continue walking towards the door that leads to the astral. Well, actually, no, I'm heading towards. I'm going to ask inside which of these doors leads to the Feywild.
Feywild. Well, I know what's going on in the Feywild. I guess, yeah, not everything. Yeah, okay, so there is a door that... 2 doors leads to the Feywild. One will... 3 doors. Let me rephrase things as I'm coming up with this on the spot. There are 3 doors to the Feywild. One that will leave you in a mountain in the land of winter. One that will lead you to a meadow in the court of summer. And one that will leave you on the border.
Oh, please show me the one which heads to the summer court.
And he leads the way, yes. There's a rather ornately carved door with, pictures of apple trees and suns, things like that. It's
Surely this has been longer than 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, I just walked through the door. You know what I mean. So I'll spend my actual action beginning to write a note. So it's Martin's.
You made me show you the door and you're just going to write a note? Ugh. Okay, next, it is Martin.
I cast Sending to Zenbrix, which is, I can give you a 25-word message, and you can send a response in your head.
Okay.
And it's like,
Will that response in her head be...
no, because it says you can do it for any creature with an intelligence of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and my message is, what are you doing? What do you need?
It's become abundantly clear. Whatever my actions, hundreds of thousands of people will suffer. So, if I can save one city, I have to try.
Or they're telepathically linked for the moment.
You answered the first part of my question, but not the second part.
I don't need anything. I need you guys to go away and be safe.
Ooh, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that. Go back to the door that I just saw Jessup go through.
Okay, so you go in and you see Jessup sitting at a table, scribbling a note down.
Hi, Jessup. I sit down.
This did not go the way I thought it would at all. Anyway, so then next up is Feather Marshal. You see your two companions just very abruptly abandon.
I want to do a. I want
If they're from
to.
this
Do they
plane,
look like
they
they
disappear
were
for a
really
minute.
agreeing with her? Like, okay.
If they're from
you
a
will
different
be-
plane, they go to a different plane.
What is it? Do I feel? Can I do an inside check to feel if it's safe?
But
Do
either
I-
way,
do
one
I-
minute
If
is a lot
that she's
cleaning and
safe?
No,
planning.
she's safe. That
Getting
even if
through
I
and
don't
not
go with
doing
them now,
it
if
all.
I fuck off and my hands are clean, Waterdeep's going to be fine, and my soul no longer belongs to Kunla.
I'd say it's unclear. Their armor covers their faces, so it makes it a little harder to read them, but just there's not enough info to draw that conclusion yet. You would need to maybe talk to them a little more to understand if they're serious, I guess, about stopping the plague. I
They
mean,
fucked off.
those two have. Akul is still there.
Just try to swipe it in. Hey, away.
Yeah, I made one last couple swipes, but they weren't able to pierce the armor.
I say they're cool. I don't think we can take him. And I go to her bag and take all the shit.
Alright? You can take some health potions or something if you'd like.
If she's going in the bag, I'm gonna take everything. I'm gonna take the whole bag. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you're grabbing the bag, I guess. Yeah, that's
I
fair
go back
enough.
to the door, but I stand there and I watch her. I don't go through the door yet.
Okay, so you're sitting there watching the door, but you're still in the Underdark.
I want to see what happens.
You've got the bag. Are you gonna do anything else? Take a potion or...
Can I hold the teleport?
I guess,
Can I
yeah.
teleport through the portal there?
No, I don't think you can teleport back into the inner doors. You have to walk through it or...
Yeah. No, I just stand there and I watch him.
Okay. Cool. What do you do then? You have, she's still bringing them up to the ledge, I guess, above. Maybe your movement is 80 feet, so maybe they're about 70 or so feet, just a little slowed down.
I sheath on slicer. Watch them.
Alright. And so when you land on the ledge, they dust themselves off as they were or anything. The fighter puts his battle axe away, and the wizard, he is still holding the staff, but he just plops down crisscross applesauce style on the ledge. They are both kind of staring at you expectantly.
Him or me? Or both?
Her.
Me.
Oh, her.
Zenri.
I suppose I will unwall check
Huh?
and I will say to them, where to next?
Can I hear it from where I am? Curious.
I don't know.
Can I hear it from how far away they are?
Like a perception check, I guess?
Yeah.
I'm closer, so I guess.
18.
Yeah.
18.
No?
Yeah, shit.
You somehow hear something, but he does not. His armor's...
Keen dwarven ears, everybody knows.
Yeah, his
Oh, the
armor...
way the cabin is built, it's amplified towards you.
Towards
Or he can hear it, but it's just sounding kind of garbled together. It's hard to make out. But, that's what do you mean, where do we go? We will be returning to Kunla, to the Aboleth.
Okay.
Your business is your own, as it always was.
Doesn't feel that way. I should probably come with you to see what Kunla wants me to do.
He's been very clear, and even at these moments now, he speaks through us, implanting his thoughts into our head. He's disappointed in your companions, but very pleased with you. What was the bonus that you got last time?
I got an extra wall shape and an extra full flame as well.
Alright. The wizard sort of puts his hands together. He says, if you would, Kunla would like to thank you for your loyalty.
I don't need any thanks. What I'd like is some direction. if he can just tell me where he wants me to go. As long as it's not harming the people of Waterdeep, or my family, or the members of the party I just left. I just want to leave them alone, and I will
Mutter
go,
under my breath because I'm hearing this. She hasn't been paying attention to what this guy is, actually.
just want to go do something else.
Those parameters are a little disappointing, but
I know, it's just,
it's a workable situation. Kunla, as he told you before, he wants you to continue your quest. Gather these artifacts, just those that you slay gleefully, and slay in Kunla's name. That's all he ever wanted.
very well.
Can I take a quick peek at the character sheet? Yeah. Let's see, so he hands you, he says, please, open your hands, please. And he drops in what appears to be a little heart-shaped amulet.
Okay.
Says this will damage your foes for you and improve your own vitality in the process. 20 points, basically. It's like, you can do 20 points of damage, and you would gain 20 points of health. Like a vampire thing.
Ooh, it's like Siphon.
Yeah, like a siphon spell.
Cool, cool.
Is it a bonus action or an action?
That's a good question, actually. Activating a magical item, I guess that'd be the full action. Takes concentration to perform this, but in the heat of battle, extra health is always helpful. Now, we're going to go return to the Aboleth, return to Kunla, and inform him of what's transpired here today. Waterdeep will be spared the ravages of the plague. There are many other places that need Kunla's mercy. If we're done here, then?
Sure.
You can get down on your own?
Yes, yeah.
Excellent. And the wizard casts, well, he casts Dimension Door, to use the gaming terms, but you see a large stone doorway rise up from the ground, and they step through it. Quickly and briskly, not even so much as a goodbye or a handshake.
Very good.
Bye.
The door lowers when the... So that's the situation now that you guys are in.
Following turn order, or we just...
No, I would say the fight has ended at this point, now that the enemy combatants are gone. There's not really a chance to hit them necessarily, but in the village you can hear a few moaning noises, you know. There's it seems that a couple of survivors maybe just been grievously wounded instead of killed. But the village is in shambles and some of the buildings are alight.
I shout out to her, so what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna stay here.
On the ledge?
Yes.
Oh.
Simultaneously, be talking to Jessup. No, she just wanted to save the
least-
people of Waterdeep.
At least you know.
Yeah, we
He's
did.
not on the fence anymore.
I came before you did, yeah?
No, my turn was nigh on simultaneously as yours.
Right.
You just have
Yeah.
higher
Like we
decks.
literally both got 7. So
Well, I'm busy writing the note for the others for Inside to have. Essentially, the note will say, I am not content with what we're able to do at the moment. I'm not content with how things are. I'm not content with the level of power that we have available at our disposal right now. I'm going to go see Titania.
I'm like reading over his shoulder. I don't know who that is, but weren't you the one who was telling me that Zenbrix had all the power that she needed? She just needed to accept that the people around her were as strong as they are. I'm pretty sure that's what you
Clearly she
told me
doesn't.
that. Well, it sounds like maybe you ought to listen to yourself a bit.
I am listening to myself. I'm going to try to find a way to change my decision.
Which decision?
The one we just talked about before.
I don't think it's a good idea. For the same reasons as what we talked about before. There's a lot of decisions to change, and you don't know what any one decision will change.
Then I must make the one that seems the most correct to me.
Well, do you want a traveling partner?
Yes.
Then I guess I'll throw in my lot with you.
I've never been to the Feywild.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
You want some dark magic? A lich whispers beside you, sliding up.
Oh, yeah, they got an amulet with an orphan in it. Not a soul?
Free dark magic!
I don't need dark magic, thank you.
Oh, God, what is with the clientele today? Okay, have a nice drink.
Thank you.
He said no! No!
I don't know why anyone would pass on a good orphan's soul.
So the two of us head through the door to the summer court.
Okay, jeez. This is all happening so fast, we're so split in the Underdark. This is difficult to run almost. So, you did Hunter's Mark. Does that work through a dimension door?
I don't know. That's
I don't think
why
so.
I
I
asked
don't
you.
think so, yeah. If, I'm
just
pretty
stays
sure
in
if
the
they go
same
to...
thing.
Let me look it up. Hunter's Mark. That's under Ranger. Here we go.
It's spell immaterial.
That's a spell.
Oh, that's a Paladin one.
No, I
Okay.
have to spell.
Duh, you're not a ranger.
Hunter's Mark's a spell.
Nice.
Look at the spells.
Oh, it's a spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Hunter's Mark. Duh.
What's my book? Check something out.
Yo. Spell book. Boo. Hunter's Mark.
I really wanted
Choose a
to do
creature.
something.
Maybe until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage when you hit it with a weapon attack.
You have to understand,
That's just on
like,
wisdom,
the
perception.
biggest-
No, I understand. Martum was...
Doesn't say anything about different planes of existence or anything, so I'm gonna say, yeah, you would have advantage to track him from now on. Though you don't know where he is.
We went to small
But
towns,
were you on the surface, you would just have like an innate sense of direction about where he could be.
we went down, just stopped to pay.
And you can keep that going as long as you'd like, even I'd say, if you want to spend the spell slot each day or something.
The only thing she thinks
Even like a long-range tracking thing, it seems like a cool idea.
to give herself a break.
Martum, like, respects Zenbrix's choice.
I
Like, she
don't
gets
think
why you rationale it that way.
You think that you're saving all these people at Waterdeep, but they're just going to spread the plague in every single other city.
Like I said, I do what I can do. This is what I can do. This is what my ability is. Right now.
All right, in the distance, you see what looks like two deep gnomes crawl out from underneath a hiding place in a refuse pile. They're going
Injured?
door to door. What?
Do they look injured?
No. No, they're ambling about, maybe a little in shock, perhaps, but they're kind of peeking in the huts, and you can see them dragging people out of them. They don't seem to pay you guys any mind. They might not have even noticed your presence.
I go to help them.
All right? They definitely notice your presence as you approach, though. Hey, don't hurt us!
I come in peace. I came to help.
Talk? Okay, we can talk. Just...
Do you need any
Oh my
assistance?
god. Oh no. Everett, look around. Of course we need assistance. Everyone's dead. Dead or dying.
How many of you were here?
What?
How many people were in the village?
About, I don't know, 70 or so of us. A few different families living together, mostly just helping along people that come through, doing a little trading, I guess. But, oh god, those two, they were nightmares.
Was it just the two of them?
Just two people, yes. We had a couple, I mean, you know, we're not the greatest warriors of the land, but our little town guard was overwhelmed immediately. They cut through them like they were nothing.
I take out a little notebook and write Zenbrix, and underneath it I mark 70.
Okay, I see what you're doing. So anyways, they say, well, if any of you have any healing magic, there's a couple wounded. I can still hear them, but we need to find them. We need to stop these fires before they spread to the other huts.
Well, I start trying to find the wounded and pull them out.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
I call for you to come and help me as well. For the marshal! That's 17.
While this is going on, I will jump into a little bat and fly away into the underdark.
Before she does that,
Okay.
say something. I'm just working it out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say something.
Gotta wait for the dramatic speech. The wind blowing in his beard somehow under the dark. Got the like anime sparkles in the eyes.
I was trying to write a haiku, but it's not going to work. What I want to say.
Haiku.
I just bow to her. I hold my hands and I say, "I am very sad, but also very proud of you. You are the largest person I know." And I turn around and walk out the door.
So you're not going to the. So you go back into the tavern.
Yeah. And I look around for them.
22. So you're able to find all the survivors in the village. About 10 or so deep gnomes in various stages of bleeding out. You still have all your lay on hands though, and I would say that's enough to staunch the bleeding of all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I spread it out.
It will take up all of it though for right now. But you're able to get them all definitely healed. None of them are gonna die. Nothing's gonna be infected, and it might take a few days, but they'll naturally recover now.
Oh, no, he has to keep that.
Oh,
Because at some point,
We might have to fight you.
thank you so much, sir. What is your name?
I pull.
Well, we are shamed to even ask any more of you, but we need to do a funeral for these people. Maybe get them all buried. It'll take the better part of a day, but there might be some rations behind that you can have.
Of course. I will.
And just spit out with it. One of them, says to his friend, he's, well, would you be able to help us? We would like to cover them sort of in a cairn. It's our custom down here. And, well, you're a lot bigger and stronger than us.
I will help you. I already said.
Thank you so much, sir. We don't have much to offer right now, but we know the Underdark really well. If you want to get anywhere, then we'll go with you. One of us, at least. We won't leave you alone out here.
Thank you.
Even if you want to get rid of us, we won't leave you alone. We're your #1 fans.
Don't very
oh god, this is like the little green things in Toy Story.
That's a good way.
That's perfect.
The claw.
The claw.
No, so it'll take some time, but you're able to pile stones on top of the heaped up dead, about 60 to 62 or so total. And they do their funeral rites. You can do your own prayers as well. I don't think anyone will be offended at all.
No, well, generally, like, you would do the local rites. So, paladins of Cambodia would be well-versed in all the different rites.
So I'd say, though, even the Deep Gnome custom is a little new to you, perhaps. But it's fascinating. They would talk about, returning to the stone that birthed them and finding a inner peace and drawing on the foundations of their ancestors. It's a lot of talk about rocks and stones. It's a big part of their culture, I guess. But when they're done, they are rather somber, but they're a lot better than they were before, for sure. The screaming has stopped. They put the fires out in the village, and there's enough to be salvaged, I think, to maybe restart the community.
So, while I was piling the bodies into the cairn, I made sure to get a good count, and then if you go and fix that, it might.
And so they offer you, dinner, whatever. They start putting together a stew of different vegetables and mushrooms and things. It's all we have left over. One of the storehouses got burnt. But, like I said, where do you intend to go, traveler?
I haven't quite decided.
People don't usually come to the Underdark to wander.
Yeah.
Well, if it is anywhere down here, you can stay with us all you want and decide your course of action. But if you decide somewhere in the Underdark, like I said, we'd be happy to help you out and draw you up a map at least and go with you. So you don't, at least for part of the way, depends on where you're going. There's parts of the Underdark you want to, even you would want to avoid.
Yeah, I understand.
And Zenbri, you're going down tunnels?
Yeah, I well checked into that, and
You got split too.
no, he came
I'll
back
come
to
back
you
into
guys.
the. Yeah, I'm gonna go probably read the note.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's come back to you guys. Although I mean, it couldn't have been that long. This happened way before what Cole was doing. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I will chip into that and I fly off into the Underdark, and
Right,
yeah.
so, oh my goodness, that's not what
Something
I'm,
eats me. Yeah.
yeah, well, kind of.
Release of death.
So these cracks just lead into, they just go and go and go. They don't really get any wider, but they just go deeper and deeper into the Underdark. Give me a perception check, please,
Sure.
with your echolocation.
I'm hoping to sort of figure out. I have no idea which direction to go, but I'm hoping to sort of figure out how to get to Menzoberranzan. It's like I don't want to do. Perception would be. Oh, the bat, of course, yes. Bat. Yeah, got it.
That's awesome.
Where is it?
What's this plus
I have cave ambient music.
Passive perception is it plus 8? 25.
Dang.
So, going through these cracks, you can just feel bouncing off the walls. They're made of hard rock, but there are patches of softer flesh that your echolocation is bouncing off of, not just natural stone. It seems there are things holding themselves flat against the walls.
So she hadn't Millennium Falcon herself into the throat.
With some careful flying, you can maybe avoid them, but you'll need to be on high alert this entire time, lest one of these creatures decides to drop on you or attack you.
This is grandfather turtle's intestines.
So I suppose I need to try and be stealthy.
Dexterous, I would say.
Okay, do you want me to roll for it?
Yes.
Plus 2.
Oh, that's not very good.
8.
8.
Alright, so,
You only get a +2 for your dexterity.
dexterity.
In bat form.
Dexterity.
Yeah, no, I would have assumed bats would be highly dexterous.
Yeah, you think so. They're pretty fast little
They
buggers.
fly into things a lot, though.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
making your way through the tunnel, you avoid one only to find yourself right next to another. Your wing flaps against the outside edge of it, and it just all at once tries to encompass you.
Okay.
It'll be an initiative roll, I guess, to see if you can get away from this thing or if it grabs you and attacks.
16.
You actually succeed. So you can act first as it's closing around you. Do you want to turn back into a halfling and fight it, or try to escape?
Is the crack big enough for her?
Yes, in her bat form.
In a halving form?
In a halfling form, it would envelop her basically, but she would have, through spells and
No,
stuff.
I mean in the crack. The thing's not the cavern.
Oh, the cavern. Okay, yeah, it would be a tight squeeze, but you would be able to.
Well, I mean, if it even does 1 point of damage to me, I'll be back in halfling form, so it really
Okay.
isn't neither here nor there.
Give me 1 sec. Need to use the restroom.
So you're with the deep gnomes.
Yeah.
You're in a random crack.
This
You're
Bar.
back at the bar reading the note that
Well, I'm
Jessica
going to talk to I'm going to talk to the innkeeper. You left to the innkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go like, where's my buddies? Where are my friends at?
I have a feeling next session we should do the first session is half the table, the second session is half the table.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. Somebody's not going to fight back.
Against whom?
Against the thing that's attacking him.
Oh. Yeah, but as a halfling you have a lot more hit points to sit there
It's
and
only 48.
dodge.
Take a couple rounds.
Where'd you go when you
doesn't want to
died?
kill, that's fine.
She doesn't
She'll
want to
just
be-
be, I don't want, Zenri doesn't want to be responsible for all these people having the plague. And this thing's attacking me. I didn't fight anybody, I didn't go off and kill anybody, so that's perfect. I don't add any souls.
You should probably try to put up a bit of a fight, so because they're obviously watching.
Yeah,
As they committed suicide by
that's true, okay. I'll pull out a dagger.
attacking.
I say you turn into a halfling and pull out a dagger.
Yes!
Okay.
I'll attack it.
As you get bigger, you can feel its wet, fleshy skin just
Oh, lovely.
grabbing. It's clammy. It's not pleasant.
Dying inside a vagina.
Dark mantle or darker?
Oh.
Who knows?
So that's 24 to hit?
24 hits.
Yeah.
Daggers do like what,
Oh, no,
1d4
sorry,
or
it's
something?
Actually, it's more than that, but it doesn't matter. 24 something, yeah. And then it's 1d4 plus 5. So, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Let's see. How much does that?
Killed all of them.
Alright, so you slash at it, but it just continues to grasp you as you both fall, crack, 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 onto the cavern floor. Both of you take a d6 of falling damage.
Okay.
So, takes 2.
2 damage. Cool beans. Okay.
Actually, that's not too bad. Alright,
Alright,
and
so
then it attacks, though. You can feel sharp teeth working their way, kind of moving all around and just slashing at you all around. It can do. Alright. Let's do the bite attack. 15,
15 hits.
right, which is. 8 damage
Okay.
as well. So tit for tat.
Slowest death.
I know, right?
It's a death by paper cut.
Should we do
Death by paper cut. So,
for the sake of brevity?
for the sake of brevity, I roll to attack. That's 21.
And yeah, I'd say for this, let's just double all the damage of the fight,
Okay, cool.
just to speed it up a bit.
Cool. Another 16.
16 damage. Okay. Alright. He's gonna try and rip you to shreds with his maw once more.
Sure he's gonna get it right.
Oh boy.
No.
20 crit.
So quadruple.
So
So
double damage.
Double the dice, then double the
double the double damage.
Double the double damage.
Nice, that is 8, so 16 damage.
Is that doubled?
Yeah, so I rolled an 8
Yeah.
damage, so 16 plus 6 is 24.
So 44 damage.
Somebody's
Yeah, you
dead.
did.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
So,
Yay?
No one else knows that Zenbri's dead, though. No, you don't.
well, we can talk. That seems like an interesting place to pause Zenbri's story for right now. A vicious cloaker has enveloped her and is beginning to consume her unconscious body. In the dark, tight caverns of the Underdark, where none of her companions are within easy reach for help, what could possibly happen to her? You'll have to find out next time on Dice Nerds and Nagas, but I think we continue on a little bit longer. So we'll put a pause on Zenbri there. Will she survive? Will she succumb to the cloaker? There are literally endless possibilities.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I look at my side where the brand was. Is that gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Is mine still there?
No. Oh, wait. Good. Well, did you want to?
Well, I didn't do anything specifically to not have it. Let me put it that way. If it goes away on its own, it's one thing.
It's kind of based on what you're wanting, actually. So does Martum desire to keep Kunla's blessing, or do you say, I spit on your blessing?
I keep it for now.
Okay, so your weapon and all that remains then. You, though, Your gloves turn to dust.
Yeah, okay. I was
In your pocket.
I was trying to sell them to the bartender.
Yeah, did you get any other bonus from that at all, or was it just the weapon? Okay, so yeah, that is gone. It fades away.
Halfway through
Yeah,
the transaction.
these are great.
These are great.
Mr. Feather Marshal, I don't feel so good, say the gloves as they disappear. That is a dumb old reference. But you enter the tavern, you don't see Jessup or Martum there. You go, no, you're staying with the gnomes.
Yes.
I go to the bartender.
Dances with gnomes.
Awesome.
I kind of like that as an idea.
I go to the bartender and say, have you seen my friends?
Oh, yeah, they left a message for you. I didn't peek.
Hey, what does it say again?
That I'm unhappy with how things are going, and I feel that we need more power or assistance from middle-line things, basically, so I'm heading towards Titania in some point.
So looking for more power to take on the gods, the bad guys. Seems like a good idea. I don't know which door they went through.
He'll tell you, yeah, they went to the Feywild, the summer court, though.
I'll take quick beer.
How about a quick 2?
Okay, quick 2.
What about quick 3?
Nah, just 2.
Okay.
But one for yourself.
Hey, thanks.
Down them quickly. And
You're too drunk to even go in the right door. You end up in the plane of sharp knives.
sharp knives.
The plane of Legos on the floor.
Face the Titans.
Dimension of pure dookies.
You step on an acorn with no shoes. You're in the barefoot acorn dimension.
But there's lots of D4s around.
God,
It's
even worse.
D4 damage to me as I walk along.
No, you follow them into the land of summer in the Feywild.
I know absolutely nothing about absolutely nothing about the Feywild.
So we step through way before
Yeah,
him.
probably like a minute.
Yeah.
Probably like 5 minutes. I would-
Yeah, at least a while. So what do you do as soon as you pop through? You enter and you find yourself. The door is carved into the side of a tree, all Nightmare Before Christmas style. Yeah.
First thing.
What does it look like? Does it look
Actually,
like a bar?
when you close the door, the outline kind of fades away. There's just a knob on the tree.
First thing I'm going to do is transform into the Wild Hunt version of my wolf shift and make a perception check.
All right. For what?
I just want to see if things around here are very alive or not. I want to try to get a feeling for what might be alive that normally isn't alive.
In the
That's a
Feywild.
weird thing to be able to roll perception for. Like, what, like, oh, the mushroom is alive or something? I mean, I don't understand
Insight?
exactly what,
Have you ever been to the Feywild before?
like, specifically.
He's just looking for differences to the material plane. Like, what is...
Okay,
Is
well-
trees alive, or is there, like, weird...
Okay, well, I could. You don't need to perception roll. I'll just
Okay.
describe
Yeah, describe.
the place to you. So there is the soft smell of lilac and other flowers wafting through the air. You find yourself in an expansive open grassland. A forest lays behind you, but ahead a grassland, and in the distance, on top of a bunch of light rolling hills, you see a castle, a keep in the distance. The sun hangs high overhead, bathing the whole area in rich orange light.
I guess.
The fields are full of flowers, and wild horses run the distance.
Are there any paths?
No.
Alright.
For the keep, yeah?
Yeah, there's a keep. So I don't know if what I want is even possible, but I'm tired of having no power to deal with these things. And I feel if there's somebody that can help us out, it might be some support. But if you'll just hold on a minute there, I pull out the locket with the bit of the Dryad's art on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I start focusing, and I call to the Dryads, to Willow, and the rest of
The rest.
I have their names.
Willow and the gals.
I have their names somewhere.
Right.
I
So
know
you're
Willow was one of them.
calling out to them. You hear a voice call back to you, almost traveling along the air and hitting you as if someone is talking to you from a great distance. Jessup, it's been too long. What do you need?
Do I hear it? Is it like sending what
Yes.
it just came, or is it actually?
Yeah, I would say the sound travels through the fields into the piece you're holding and then emanates from that.
Oh.
It has been some time. I'm happy that you made it back. I was wondering if you would be able to help us get an audience with Titania.
She's a busy and powerful woman. But, of course we do owe you. We owe you our freedom, so we'll do everything in our power to make that happen.
This is my friend Martin.
I wave at the locket. Hi.
So happy to meet you, Marta. Any friend of Jessup and his friends is a friend of ours.
Let me know if
They
I-
did us a great service in the past, you know.
I didn't.
Ah, yes. Well, we'll have to tell you the story once you arrive. Just make your way over to the castle in the distance, but do be careful. The distances seem to shift and change, so keep your head clear and don't get distracted.
Is there any specific advice of anything we might need to watch out for on the way there?
Well, several fiendish, impish raiders from the Winterlands have come through the fields, but we've driven them away. So, I would say if someone invites you to help them with a task or to give you a gift, just refuse politely.
That's very good advice, thank you. I'm not entirely sure if any of my other companions are going to come through here, but if I had to leave some sort of marker, would it be permanent?
It's hard to say. Sometimes things in the Feywild don't hold to mortal standards for permanence.
Alright.
But do make your way over here. We're excited to see you. We'll set out a feast.
Thank you. That sounds wonderful. Tell you what, we're just gonna rest here for just a little bit, maybe have a little powwow.
And then the door opens once again, and Feather Marshal makes his way through.
Yeah, Feather Marshal.
Hey, that's still there.
Surprise.
Oh,
Actually, I really am surprised.
yeah.
I'm the only one coming, guys.
Can
Zenbrix
you be
flew away.
slightly more specific?
Zenbrix flew away as a bat, and Akul is helping the
Deep gnomes.
Deep gnomes.
I
I don't think he's coming.
apologize for taking off like that, but I am kind of like number 2 in Austin Powers. I never enough people pushing me around.
I was going to drop her. I was going to teleport and stun her, drop everybody, and then we were going to carry on fighting. But everybody left. And I don't fight if I don't think I'm going to win.
Who's gonna bend this
I
thing?
stopped.
Alright, well, my tentative idea is either find some way to undo the decision that we made before, or try and get some better ability.
I thought you were gonna say better friends.
There's a better
I
equipment.
was gonna take offense.
So you know who was
Friends
handing out equipment
Friends are not just
earlier.
leave and
This
finish
is
the
my new
fight.
sword, better friend.
And, you know, I'd like to finish up Harmon Quest Season 2.
I did it a while ago. It was
How many-
alright.
It was good as first one. First one had some amazing guests.
There, it has its moments.
So we want to go to Titanium and ask her for blessings or information or what now? Have we given up on,
Some
artifacts?
Look, time works differently here. So it's to get back to the time that we actually need to get back to. We've got to see them anyway. I don't know how reliable these swords are anyway, but I don't want to give up on these artifacts. But I am.
I stick my head through the door. Is it still the same in the bar?
Yes.
Same people sitting
Well-
at the tables?
Different people, actually. The liches are gone, the angel and devil are gone. Instead, there are even more gelatinous cubes.
From when I
There's
was
about
there.
30 or 40 of them
From when I just
filling the
dipped
bar.
through the door. From when I just dipped through the door, like
Yes.
for like 20 seconds.
Festival of size.
Yes, you do see Inasad there, and you actually see a different employee behind the bar as well. A man wearing dark blue robes with a pointy hat and stars embedded all
Shout to
over.
Inasa.
Yes.
Inasa, how long has it been since you've seen me?
Just about a day or so.
Okay. And I close the door. And like a day's passed in the bar already since I came through this door.
Yeah, if you put your head through, it might be 3 years ago.
That's interesting.
Like this is the thing here. It can work to our advantage or disadvantage, but I am done with being people's bitch.
It's almost like rolling a dice.
So I managed to speak to the dryads. They say we can head to the castle and perhaps get some information. Maybe we can find out what the elves have been up to.
Are there any rocks or anything nearby? Like
I also agree.
small rocks, like you.
Change of
Yeah, I guess you could find a couple rocks if you're looking for them.
I just want to make like a small
I
one.
think
There's
so.
too many things
Alright,
going on.
that's fair enough. You can do that.
Too much, and
You just rock, rock, rock,
their
rock, rock.
Their realm might be disappearing too. You know what I mean? They're gonna have some kind of information or something, and the gods are wonderful. However, they help those who help themselves. It's been made abundantly clear, unless they're like Kunla, who
I still feel
want
like
you
those
to
are
help
meddlesome. More than helpful.
A soft,
Agree to disagree.
angelic voice cuts through from behind, from the forest. Ah, travelers, you are here in my realm. It is I, Titananya, Queen of the Summer Court. Please come enjoy a deep hug from your queen.
We know what they look like. Do we know what she looks like?
From behind the tree, a glowing, beautiful elven princess with a sort of dark, almost purplish tint to her skin, and she's floating several inches in the air, gliding toward you, arms outstretched. Please come find warmth in the bosom, in my bosom.
They're at the castle. Don't touch them.
My apologies, but we have somewhere else we need to go first.
But I am the queen,
Inside
Queen
check on
Titamanya.
Want to see if she's lying?
Yeah, you can do that.
I like my passive insight is like 18.
Well, you can tell that she's saying the name wrong 2 different times.
Inside 20.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
But be polite, be polite, be polite, be polite.
Well, thank you for your kind offer, but we
We have
are
business
going for a
elsewhere.
stroll.
Oh, phooey, well, let the carrion buzzards pick at your flesh then, since you've so callously declined my offer to find warmth and comfort in my bosom.
Just as during Little, may you always find water and shade.
Fair. And it spins around and you see a small imp laughing its ass off at you. Fine, 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 fine. Have fun with the queen in the fancy summer court. Whatever, it worked on the last ones. And then it floats off back into the forest.
So
Want to get that?
no. Like, I'm not all that bright. I can cop to that. But you gotta realize, like, this place is clearly a lot more dangerous than it looks.
You say it's like orange sky? So there's no
Kind of like
direct
a
sunlight?
late afternoon in the summertime.
Okay. Is there any direct sunlight? Am I going to be able to teleport everywhere in this place?
Big ass.
Well, light means shadows, so yeah. Just depends on if there's something casting a shadow.
Okay.
I suggest 2 things. 1, we go to the keep.
Yes.
2, we do not under any circumstances split up because we will never find each other again.
It's probably a good idea.
Agreed.
Should we tie strings to each other?
I mean, I am willing to walk hand in hand if it means that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, a rope might be a good idea. Wrap it around your waist.
Here, I and
mountains.
feather one of the other singing stones. I picked these up back at the
These even
Roses
work
College.
here?
I believe.
Roger. Breaker 1-4. Yeah, they work.
Alright, thank you.
Nice. So,
I look slightly bummed.
That's only 2. I'm sorry.
I think
Fine. Fine.
here.
Here.
So, the party once again rended into pieces by the actions concerning the death god Kunla. Akul tending and nourishing the deep gnome people of the village of Snurfluffen. He's
Every time I think of McLovin from Superman.
the village was destroyed, but he's been offering his assistance to them, and perhaps for the near future, who knows what lies ahead for him. Zenbrix, lost in a dark corridor deep in the Underdark. A meal for a hungry cloaker that was able to get the drop on her unexpectedly. Jessup, Feather Marshal, and Mardum, all making their way deeper and deeper into the enigmatic court of Queen Titiana, the summer court of the Feywild. What lies ahead? What directions will our heroes go in? Find out next time on Dice, Nerds, and Nagas. Thank you.
Say bye.